Hello, welcome to Scrap Time episode 716. My name is Christine, and on today's episode I'm showing you some Want2Scrap bling and board that coordinates with Spellbinder dies. Today I'm showing you some products from Want2Scrap. I've showed you the Nestabling on a previous episode, but now they have this chipboard that also coordinates with the dies. So this set here coordinates with the fancy tags too. So imagine if you had to actually cut out all this little bits of paper if you wanted to cover this with paper. Now you can just run your die through, cut the tag, put it right here, and instead of having a flat tag, you have a tag that's a little elevated up, which gives you a bit of dimension on your projects. So it really takes away all that fiddly work. So I'm going to show you another set. This is the Sprightly Sprocket set from designed by Donna Salazar for Spellbinders. So on the back here, you can see this is 1, 2, 3 dies, and then 4, 5, 6. So they had the chipboard that coordinates. Here's some of the smaller pieces I've already done. You can see there. I've already cut out a paper and then just put it right onto the chipboard. So the chipboard had these little tiny holes. However, when you cut it with the die, it gets covered. So you can use this chipboard and just cover it with paint or with ink, whatever you want. And then all those little details on those holes would be shown. However, if you cover it with the paper, some of the little holes get covered up. So I have this one here. I have it glued down. Again, you can see all the little holes there. But just when you're going to glue it down, you want to make sure it's the right way. If it was this way, you can see it's not going to match up, right? So you just want to be sure you have your holes in that going the right way. I'm just going to use my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. I'd suggest using a wet adhesive whenever you glue paper down, because it gives you that time to, if you don't get it exactly right, you can see that wiggle room, I call it, just to wiggle it on until it matches up. So it's that simple. I had my paper cut, I had my chipboard, and now I have a dimensional piece here. Now they also had the bling. Here's some of the smaller bling, so you can see how it goes directly on the piece. It's designed perfectly. The other thing I found is they're now using a thicker adhesive. So you'll see here when I take this off, it holds its shape really well, which makes applying it so much easier. And you can see now I have a sparkly sprocket. And then I've put together the big one for you to see. So here I used these 3 shapes with the chipboard. What I did was I used some pigment ink to cover my chipboard first, so it had that sort of metallic color showing through the levels of the chipboard. So it's 3 different levels of chipboard, works up, and then all the bling that coordinates, and you have a very sparkly sprocket. So this is a really easy way to cover chipboard using Spellbinder dies, and they have a lot to choose from, so check out this site at Want2Scrap to see all their products they have available. Well, that's it for today's episode. Be sure to check out my website at www.scraptime.ca. And on our next episode, I'm showing you this Stamp and Emboss by Hero Arts and Sizzix. So please join us. Thanks for watching Scrap Time.